Ella Retorto, SBS World News.
The multi-million-dollar salary of the man in charge of Australia Post has finally been revealed, and it makes him the country's highest-paid public servant. 5 other executives are also paid more than $1 million. And the Prime Minister is not happy.
It's a delivery Australia Post didn't want. Parliament advising CEO Ahmed Fahour that his pay was about to be made public. Last year, Mr Fahour's base salary and bonuses saw him take home more than $5 million.
I've spoken to the chairman today. I think that salary, that remuneration is too high.
It would take the Prime Minister a decade to earn as much, and it's 10 times the salary of the Chief of Army. And Ahmed Fahour overtook NBN boss Bill Morrow as Australia's highest paid public servant. His salary enough to pay 116 posties. The news not going down well with politicians.
I am going to find out who's approved this, why it's been approved, because no Australian would support this.
They try and push Bangladesh wage rates and conditions for their workers, but Wall Street paying conditions for the executives.
Close the gap between the very rich and everyone else, and I think a good place to start would be those corporations that the government has a bit of control over.
But the senator who is part of the committee that revealed Ahmed Fahour's salary says that's about all it can do.
Our only power over Australia Post is that we appoint the board, and then it's up to the board to make decisions on behalf of Australia Post. So no, the government can't force Australia Post to change Mr Fahour's salary.
The base pay is in the annual report.
Okay, when pushed in Senate estimates last year to reveal his pay, Ahmed Fahour pushed back.
My base pay was outlined in the annual report.
I know, but you know it. Like, we can look it up, but you know it.
Yeah, so it is what it is.
Australia Post spent months trying to convince Parliament that releasing senior executives' pay would cause unwanted media attention and damage the brand.
I'm completely unconvinced for 2 reasons. One, Australia Post used to reveal this information in their annual report, but they stopped doing so. And 2, every listed company in Australia is required by law to reveal this information. In a statement, Australia Post says Mr Fahour's remuneration package takes into account the size and complexity of the organisation. Miles Morgan, SBS World News.